the universe is unfolding as it was meant to. And to that end, that has been like my theme over the last couple of weeks is, we kick and we scream and we fight and we claw. We do all of these things to get ahead or whatever it might be. And sometimes on the other end of that, it's nothing like we envisioned, right? Nothing like we planned, nothing like we wanted.
That's like the divorce rate, right? I mean, half of the marriages end in divorce. And I don't think there's many people that get married thinking or hoping that they are going to get divorced. I think that there's this ideal, like our relationship is, like no other, or we're going to have kids and live in the suburbs and live this like perfect life. And then you realize like you're dealing with another human being and they have traumas, and then there's midlife crises, and there's so many variables that play into whether a relationship works.
Or there's something bad that happens, right, in your life that triggers you into, like, that's like, it's funny. I think even you said it, because I was just listening to the tape of our talk, and you're like, if you need anything, call me. And I'm like, no, not going to do that. And I think it's because there are times, like, I fear that when I call someone, it's going to be when I'm way down, like down in the lowest of the lowest of the lows, but I'm not there all the time. Right. Yeah. And I'd rather see where the universe takes it. You know what I mean? And then be in this position, like where I am right now, which is I am really calm. Like I'm calm, like I'm not stressed out. Yeah. I'm tired, but I didn't travel, so I don't have an excuse. But I don't feel bad. And so that's when I'm like, yeah, I'd rather call when I don't feel bad. I don't want to keep calling people when I do feel bad. And I don't feel bad that often on a normal day, right? Like a normal life occurrence. But think about those people that deal with anxiety, and they can keep it at bay for a while, but when you're in a relationship with someone and they're living in your house, and suddenly that thing that happens that causes you anxiety happens, then you're like, that's just why I don't believe in love at first sight. I 100% do not believe, because I believe in lust at first sight, and that can easily turn into love. I'm not saying your initial attraction doesn't turn into love, but it's not love in that first sight, because you have to see that person at their worst and go, I still want to be there for you. That's what love is. You know what I mean? It's not just, well, she's hot, and so I'm willing to put up with some of the crazy, and I can abandon her when she's crazy and then just come back when she's normal and hot again. That's not love.
No, of course not.
So that's why I've thought about it, and I don't believe in love at first sight. I do believe you can see someone, go, oh my God, I'm in love with that person, and grow to love them. Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's interesting. I remember someone telling me that they fell in love with someone the moment they saw them, and that it was something beyond physical. Like they actually felt like they knew them in a previous life, that there was this automatic like connection.
Interesting.
And I still was like,
and is that without speaking to them as well? So is it literally just seeing them? No conversation?
I don't know. I'm not going to pass judgment on people, but like, it's so interesting. When I was in high school, there was a girl that I wasn't really friends with her. And I actually don't know that this is true. I just heard it through the grapevine. that her parents met in Mexico. Her dad was there on like spring break or something when he was in college, saw her mom. They got married within like a week or two of knowing each other. She did not speak any English. He spoke no Spanish. She came to the US. They had like 3 or 4 kids. And like she never learned Spanish or English, and he never learned Spanish. And they've been together like 25 years or something crazy. Like that
Do
they
they
just,
like each other?
I mean, I guess I don't, I mean, I didn't know them. I didn't know much about them. So again, somebody told me, I could, it may not even be true, but I always thought that was so interesting that, that if you have this connection with someone that, yeah, maybe you don't speak the same language, but there's something inherent spiritually that connects you. I don't know. I mean, I genuinely don't know.
Again, yeah, who am I? What do I know? I just
Mm-hmm.
know for me, and it's probably based on my, some of my past relationships, obviously, because that's all I've got to judge it on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is, to live with someone and not care if they're actually there or not. I don't know. That's not the best way to live, I would say,